It's 4:00 a.m., the world is silent, but you're awake because you have to be. Because you chose to be. You feel that weight, not on the bar, but on your mind. The weight of potential. The weight of what you could be if you stop making excuses. You've been saying tomorrow. You've been saying later. But later never comes. You think discipline is hard? Try living with regret. So here's the question, why not you? Why not you who wakes up first, works hardest, endures longest? Why not you who turns pain into fuel, failure into fire, weakness into war? This is not motivation. This is an order. It's time to execute. This is your code now. No more waiting, no more excuses, no more negotiation with weakness. You wake up early, not because you have to, but because that's who you are. You train when you're tired because that's your identity. You grind when no one's watching because that's your creed. Discipline is not something you do. It's something you become. The mission is clear every day. You build yourself into the weapon life needs you to be, because life will test you. It will beat you. It will strip you down to nothing. But if you've built discipline, it can't break you. That's the gift of the grind. That's the reward of the war. You walk taller. You think clearer. You move with intent. You no longer ask, why me? You look in the mirror and ask, why not me? Why not you becomes unstoppable? Why not you who earns every inch? Why not you who embodies the code? Because if not you, then who? So this is the mission. You wake up your mind, you can dominate your day. You train like a savage. You lead yourself. You take responsibility for every action, every mistake, every win. And when life hits, you don't crumble, respond. You adapt. You overcome. No pity, no pause. Just discipline, just execution, just relentless pursuit of control. That's the mindset, the code. No weakness, no hesitation, no surrender. Your body is your weapon. Your discipline is your armor. Your mindset is your battlefield. In this war, the war within never ends. So embrace it. Welcome the grind. Hunt the pain. Lead yourself. And when the war dies above this, you'll stand there ready, calm, focused, unshaken. And you'll say it with fire in your eyes and discipline in your soul. Tabu-8 and now me, because this is BO 2.2 Tau. And now there are no more excuses, only war. There comes a moment when the pain stops being pain and it becomes fuel. You stop hating the grind. You start craving it because you've realized the truth. The grind isn't the obstacle. It's the gateway. When others quit, you keep pushing. When others break, you harden. And every time you walk into that gym, you're not working out, you're building evidence. Evidence that you're the kind of person who finishes what he starts. Evidence that your word means something. Evidence that you can endure anything. This is what the weak don't get: discipline, punishment. It's power. You're not losing sleep. You're gaining control. You're not missing parties. You're making progress. You're not suffering. You're ascending. Your mindset shifts. You no longer ask, how do I get motivated? You ask, what needs to be done? You stop needing inspiration because you've become the standard. And it's not just in the gym, it's everywhere. You start cleaning up your room, your diet, your thoughts, your relationships. You start operating like a soldier. Precise, efficient, tactical. Every decision becomes a weapon. Every choice a step toward dominance. You don't need hype songs or applause. You have silence. And that silence is deadly, because silence means focus. And focus means power. This is where you evolve from discipline to control. You're not surviving the grind anymore, you're commanding it. You've realized the secret: life doesn't get easier. You just get stronger. The pain didn't disappear. You did. The weak version of you died in the process. Now you move differently, speak less, execute more. You've built something unshakable. A body forged by iron and a mind forged by struggle. That's the breakthrough. When you stop running from pain and start owning it, when you stop hoping for easy and start training for hard, that's when you know you've arrived. You know that voice. It whispers when you're tired. When the alarm hits, when the weight feels heavy, it says, sleep in. It says, you've earned a break. It says, you can do it tomorrow. That voice is your enemy. It doesn't scream. It seduces. It convinces you to surrender one small compromise at a time. You think the war is against weakness? No, the war is against comfort. Comfort destroys more dreams than failure ever could. You've built a routine, but the real test isn't starting, it's staying. You don't win because you hit the gym once. You win because you show up daily, no matter what. That's where the Navy SEAL mindset comes in. Default aggressive. No hesitation, no overthinking, no second guessing. You attack the day. You dominate the morning. You treat training as a mission, not a hobby. You live by the code. If it's on the schedule, it's already done. That's what mental toughness looks like. Not screaming into a mirror, but executing in silence. You build armor repetition by repetition. And when you will fall, because you will fall, you don't cry. You reset. You reload. You go again. Because discipline isn't perfection. It's persistence. Every day you're either feeding discipline or feeding weakness. You decide which one wins. There are no shortcuts, no hacks, no secret mindset formula. Just one command: do the work. Pain is temporary. Regret is eternal. So when you feel pain, welcome it. It's a signal, proof that you're alive, proof that you're not coasting through life half asleep. Most men will never know this feeling. They'll never feel what it means to control themselves fully. They chase comfort. You chase conquest. They live for aesthetics. You live for domination. They want motivation. You want control. That's the difference. That's the war. And when you win it, when that inner voice goes silent, you become dangerous, unstoppable, relentless. Because the most powerful man alive is not the one who conquers others. It's the one who conquers himself. The gym is not a playground. It's a battlefield. Every rep is a bullet. Every set is a firefight. Every drop of sweat is the blood price of progress. You walk in with a mission to conquer yourself. That's the only enemy that matters. There's no music, no hype, no cheering crowd. Just iron silence. Discipline. You step under the bar. You feel the cold steel. It doesn't care who you are. Strong, weak, tired, rested. The weight is the same. The only variable is you. And in that moment, it's simple. Or lift it, win. Or lose, execute, or fail. This is where most people quit. Not because they're out of energy, because they're out of discipline. The weak think motivation drives them. The strong know discipline commands them. Motivation fades when the pain comes. Discipline stays when it hurts the most. So when your muscles burn and your lungs are screaming good, that's where growth begins. You push through the last rep. Not because you want to, but because your code demands it. People ask, how do I stay consistent? You don't stay consistent. You become consistency. You tie your identity to execution. You don't work out, you train. You don't lift weights, you lift standards. When that alarm clock hits 4 a.m., you don't negotiate with it, you obey it. Because you know something the undisciplined don't. Discipline equals freedom. Freedom from weakness. Freedom from laziness. Freedom from the chains of your own comfort. You think freedom is doing whatever you want? No. Freedom is doing what's required, even when you don't want to. You see, the gym is a reflection of life. The reps are days, the sets are weeks, the grind is years, each one adding weight to your soul, sculpting something unbreakable. You lift not just for muscle growth, but for mind growth, for self-control, for total domination over your impulses. When your mind says stop, you do one more. When your body says quit, you keep going. One comfort calls, you turn cold. That's the difference between average and elite. Between the man you are and the man you could be. The grind is not punishment, it's privilege. Every drop of sweat is a reminder that you're still fighting. Every sore muscle is proof you refuse to surrender. Every early morning is evidence that you've declared war on your weakness. And war is not pretty. It's repetition, it's boredom, it's pain. But that's where warriors are built. In the silence, in the monotony, in the discipline. Because anyone can work when it's easy. The rare few work when it's hell. And those few, they don't just train for the gym. They train for life.